Among us, there is an impostor. Yes, among the crew members of a spaceship traveling through space, there is an impostor, or we can say there are imposters. And the task of the crew members is to find the impostor and come back to civilization, while the task or the goal of the imposters is to prevent that from happening. So the crew members have certain limitations and rules and tasks that they have to complete, while the imposters have abilities that crew members do not possess. However, the crew members are larger in number and the imposters are limited to 3. So I'm going to tell you the rules of the game so that you can play to your heart's content. First of all, I'm going to tell you about the crew members. Yes, there are a total of 10 crew members, among which you can have 1, 2, or 3 imposters. Now, each crew member is assigned a task. Now, the set of tasks assigned to you is on the top left hand corner, and the map of the ship is on the top right hand corner. As you complete the task, your tasks will be converted from white to yellow. As you can see, I have completed a task and now my task has been completed to yellow. And once you finish all tasks, your tasks will be written in green. The objective of all the crew members on the ship is to complete their individual tasks, so that all the total tasks completed should be green, and then the crew members win the game. However, it's not that easy because there are imposters on the ship. So the imposters will sabotage the ship, and once the ship is sabotaged, there is an emergency task to complete. Otherwise, the ship will melt down. As you can see, there's a reactor meltdown in 26 seconds. So any member of the ship can do an emergency task to stop this reactor meltdown. If the reactor meltdown is not stopped, then the crew members lose. Somebody has fixed it, so it has stopped. And as you can see, I have completed one task, start reactor, and I have completed partially 2 other tasks in yellow, upper engine and O2, except diverted power, so they are in yellow. Now you can be killed by an imposter, and once you are killed by an imposter, you will turn into a ghost. But it will give you some powers, while it will limit you to certain things. The extra powers that you will have, in addition to what you were alive, was you can move through walls, so you can move around really quickly, and that's about the only power you get when you turn into a ghost. Otherwise, you can still contribute towards helping your crew members complete and win the game by accomplishing your task. You can still complete your task so that the total tasks are completed and you win the game. Yes, you cannot vote, and nobody will be able to hear you or listen to you what you type in the discussion. Now this game is played muted till an emergency meeting is called or a body is reported. So let's say if you're a crew member and you're moving around and you see a body lying on the floor, which is going to be obviously a crew member, then you can report a body, and then there will be a vote to find the imposter. Or you can call an emergency meeting by clicking on the button at the center, as you can see on the screen there. These meetings or the vote are the only way to find the imposter and eliminate him. Now the imposters will talk you out of voting by blaming others. So you have to be very careful in voting so that you do not vote your own crew members out. The lesser number of crew members that you have, the more responsibility you have of completing all your tasks. So be very careful about voting, otherwise you will vote out your own crew members. On the other hand, if you have seen a crew member kill another crew member, then that committing crew member is definitely an imposter, and you can take his name and he will be voted out. Whoever calls the meeting has a loudspeaker against their name, so you can identify who called the meeting. Now there are some tricks to play that I would like to tell you. I think it is better to play in isolation. So when you are completing your tasks, make sure that you do not have anybody around you, because these imposters who are around you, they can kill you. So while you are engaged in your task, these imposters can, then they can really whack you. Another thing is, when there is an emergency, when the ship has been sabotaged, you should make sure that at least one member is fixing the emergency task while the others are on the lookout, because that is the moment that imposters use to create panic and kill a member of the crew. That's it about the crew members. However, you will run into some situations. Now, as a crew member, your target is to eliminate all the imposters by voting them out. And once the imposters are voted out, they either fly into space where there is no oxygen and they die, or they are dropped into lava. Alright. Otherwise, if you're voted out and you're a crew member, you also fly into space or you're voted out, but still you can contribute to the game. Now I'm gonna speak about the imposters. It's a little. I mean, everybody wants to be an imposter. I don't know why, but all right. So becoming an imposter, your objective or your goal is to kill all crew members to win. Now the objective of the imposters is to prevent the crew members from reaching civilization. They can do that by killing all the crew members, or they can damage or sabotage the ship by attacking it directly or disabling different systems. Now you will know that you are a imposter. Why? Because your name will be written in red. And imposters have certain abilities that crew members do not have. Imposters can see other imposters, they can use vents, and they can see their tasks assigned, but these are fake tasks, and their tasks are assigned in red. All right. Now now for the imposters, it is important that they kill in isolation. Once they kill in isolation, they have to, after killing, they have to move really fast so that they hope. I mean, hopefully nobody sees them. Even when they are using vents, they have to use the vents in isolation. So if somebody sees someone using a vent, and imposters only have the capability of using a vent, then they can identify that that person was an imposter, and that person can be voted out. As you can see, in this situation, I used a vent and somebody saw me using a vent and I was voted out. All right. Now, once an imposter, now being an imposter, I can kill all members, and if a body was found and somebody saw me killing a member, then I can be voted out. However, rather than killing the imposter, what they can do is they can attack or sabotage the ship. Now, when the attack happens, the crew members have limited time to get to the issue and solve an emergency task to stop the countdown. If that emergency task is not completed by the crew members, then the crew members lose and the imposters win. Alright, now the sabotage, as I said, done by the imposters limit the ability of the crew members to see or perform. Therefore, it gives the imposters a panic moment where they can use it to their advantage to kill other crew members or to create further panic. Now, imposters can choose only one system to sabotage at a time. Some cameras can have some ships can have cameras or doors where you can view other members to see what they are doing. Now, this is something that nobody will tell you, and I found out pretty. Now, this is something. Now, I've told you before that if a crew member is killed, then they become a ghost, and even after they become a ghost, they can contribute to the task and help the crew members win. Yes, that ability is also given to the imposters. So let's say if an imposter is voted out and he is thrown into space, then the imposter also become a ghost, and he also gets the ability to move through walls and he can help his other imposter friends by sabotaging the ship. Now, this is a really cool feature, So if you have 2 to 3 imposters in a game and one imposter is voted out for some reason, then the ghost imposter can help the other imposter friends by sabotaging the ship. All right, now the imposters can die by being thrown out into space, or they can die in lava. All right, and there's another way, the way that imposters can win, that if an imposter is left with only 2 crew members, then the imposter also wins. All right, now there are some specular situations that I ran into that I would like to show you. Now in this game, I started off as a crew member, and the game was going to start. The game started, and I was moving around. All of a sudden, an emergency meeting was called, and people discussed. And for no reason whatsoever, David thought that I was an imposter, and my other crew members voted me out. The game had just started, so you might face this yourself. I faced this, and I was surprised that we had not done anything. I mean, the game just started, and everybody thought I was an imposter, because even though a body was not reported, the game just started, and David called an emergency meeting, and everybody voted, and they thought I was an imposter, and they voted me out, and I was a crew member. Okay. All right. So now you can change your avatar by picking a different color. You can want a hat or a pet or a skin or in different game. I chose a hat and looked good on me. I mean, a white, off-white, and a brown hat looked good. So yes, you can definitely change your avatar. And I'm the only person in this spaceship who has landed here, so nobody is there. So this room is mine. Okay. Now the tasks that are assigned to the crew members are given by these yellow exclamation points. You can find them by clicking on the map on the right. Now you can be an observant member of the crew, and while you're going to do the task, you can look around. As you can see, I went to do the task there, and I saw Patrick kill somebody. So once you see somebody kill your crew member, that means Patrick was an imposter, and now he cannot kill me now because there's a cool of time for the imposter. And bring him to the call the emergency meeting, or the body was reported, and in the discussion you can clearly say, as I say, I saw Patrick kill. So I say I saw Patrick, and Zuki also says Patrick. So everybody voted for Patrick, and we could find the imposter and we could eliminate him. So at least one of the imposters were out. This is the way how you can eliminate the imposter. As you can see, everybody voted for Patrick, and then Patrick was eliminated. So Patrick was an imposter. So the alien is gone, and we're one imposter remained. This is one way you can find. This is one way. The other time I was doing a task, and I got shot by someone, and I got killed, and I became a ghost, as I told you. And now becoming a ghost allows you to move across walls. However, you can still finish your task. You can finish your task to win, and you can contribute to the game by winning. Now, once somebody finds your body and calls a discussion, you can type to your heart's content, but nobody will be able to see because you're a ghost. That is the ability. That is the restriction that you have. Okay, even though I said red, nobody can read it because I'm a ghost. And everybody found the correct imposter, and I'm so grateful to my team members that they kicked out the guy who shot me, and we won. So we won. Okay, this is a place where you come when you are landing and when the game will start, and there is nobody there. So you can have the ability to kick out or ban somebody from a room. I am the only person in the room, so I am assigned the responsibility of starting the game. As you can see, I only have 2 members out of 10. It's in red. I cannot start the game. Now, as soon as 3, 4, 5 came, the start button became enabled, and now I can start the game. 4 is in yellow, but I will wait for all the 10 members to join, and then I can start the game. So sometimes online you can join a game, or once you join a game, the other members leave, and if you stay, you will become the game, the I don't know, maybe the moderator of that room, and you will be assigned the responsibility of starting the game. and then you can hit that start button to start the game. Alright, you can find games by going online. You can pick a server. I picked Asia and then I played in Europe also. So, but most of the time these servers are filled. So you will have to try different servers. Alright, you can play online. Also, you can play over local Wi-Fi. I think by local Wi-Fi they mean LAN. I haven't tried it, but that is what I guess. Now, when somebody kills you and a discussion is called, it might happen that although you know the imposter and the imposter was voted correctly, but there can be a tie. And once there is a tie, even though you can vote for the imposter will not be eliminated because it was a tie. As you can see in this situation, everybody got one vote, and so it was a tie and the imposter was not ejected. Alright, now that's it for the crew members. So there are two sides fighting, randomly picks you to become a crew member or an imposter. Now you have to know the rules of both the sides, and your objective is to win. Either you win as a crew member or you become as an imposter. It's a really addictive game. It took me some time to I've given you the basics, and I hope you will be able to play the game to your heart's content. So that's it guys, hopefully you like what you saw, and if you want to see more technology and gaming video like these, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I make more technology and gaming video like this. Please support me. The best way to support me is by sharing my videos with your friends and watching them as much as possible. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. Stay safe.